Technology is helping teachers keep students engaged in learning and involved in classroom discussions in both traditional and online courses. With the integration of e-learning, students are now able to learn at their own pace and from anywhere on the map through the use of Wi-Fi. Wait a minute. E-learning? What's that? According to elearningnc.gov, e-learning is learning utilizing electronic technologies to access educational curriculum outside of the traditional classroom. E-learning can include anything from phone and tablet apps to online videos, games, lectures, and more. Online classes are a growing trend in education, and with constant upgrades to technology, it's becoming more advanced and accessible for everyone. The history of e-learning started around 1924 as a testing machine and continued to evolve. In the 1950s, the introduction of learning management systems, or LMSs as they're called, took e-learning to a new level. LMSs help deliver and manage course content and are now the backbone of the learning process for many schools and businesses. LMSs help teachers create lessons, organize courses, enroll students, and even monitor and assess student performance. Websites like Schoology, Adobe Captivate Prime, and LearnUpon are a few LMSs used today. Social media sites such as Facebook, Edmodo, Twitter, and Skype could even be considered learning management systems if they're used right, because they connect students and teachers to one another as well as to the content being taught. Social media isn't the only way to connect students to online learning materials, however. There are several emerging technologies which can help with e-learning besides LMS softwares. Lightweight and easy to carry, phones and tablets are among the most convenient ways to take knowledge with us wherever we go. Apps like Rosetta Stone allow us to learn new languages while sitting at a doctor's office. Or we could brush up on our work skills and even learn new technology skills from the Lynda app while on the subway to work. Mobile apps are great for students to learn new skill sets in things like Adobe Creative Suite, Microsoft Office, and more. Another great example is the brain training app Lumosity. It takes memory, reflex, reading comprehension, and other cognitive strengthening content and puts it in the form of games, such as race car driving, card games, and more. In an article titled 10 Emerging Technologies for Higher Education, researchers from the Renaissance Computing Institute saying gamification came about in the early 2000s by Nick Pelling, a British IT expert. Gamification refers to the use of game theory and practices in the development of digital simulations for e-learning. These learning games turn lessons into fun and interactive content. Gamification can also be used in classrooms for content reviews. Programs like Jeopardy, Family Feud, and other game show software give teachers and students a way to customize the game to fit whatever content they're going over. The easiest form of gamification is simulating a game show or a board game. Simulation technology is pretty straightforward. Simulation technology imitates a real-life situation and consists of everything from learning how to fly a plane, going on a virtual reality roller coaster ride, to using a mannequin to learn CPR, or even a robotic child to emulate parenthood with a newborn. Augmented reality, also known as virtual reality, or VR for short, can simulate the environment, reality, and human interactions. According to markets, VR demands will be skyrocketing by the year 2023, making virtual reality the go-to place for simulations and training. Just think, one day we could be in a classroom with teachers and students interacting and discussing things, all while in the comfort of our own home. Wouldn't that be something? From Google Glass to heart rate monitors, wearable technology is becoming more prominent and affordable, especially in the healthcare sector. Everything from headbands to glasses, watches, and belts can have some sort of technology built into it. According to wearable technology researcher Tom Page, The future is likely to see more devices that are mounted on the wrist or waist, as these are the areas of the body consumers are most comfortable with. With smartwatches allowing us to call, message, and even use phone apps, it's not completely implausible to think we will soon be able to even use speech-to-text to write lessons, hold lectures, and access course content right from our wrists. The nickname blog is a shortened word for weblog. Its basics are pretty easy to remember. Blogging is a term for writing articles and threads for a blog. The articles written are called either blog posts, posts, or entries, and anyone who writes a blog is called a blogger. Blogs can be used for several different enrichment projects, such as keeping track of the results of a lengthy science experiment, creative writing assignments, and even sharing and critiquing artwork amongst classmates and teachers. It's a great way for students to showcase their writing and other creative abilities. For teachers, a blog could even be used to post notes, lectures, and hold online discussions on inclement weather days, or even assign homework such as reading from online textbooks. A study in 2013 by researchers David Daniels and William Woody looked at student performance when using either electronics or printed textbooks. Their findings show students performed about the same when it came to both textbook versions. The one major difference they noted, however, was students take longer to read their textbooks in electronic form when they're at home. This could be due to multitasking on the internet with social media sites, games, and so on. But again, results showed students perform the same grade-wise no matter what textbook they're using. If you think about it from a student's perspective, carrying multiple textbooks can literally be backbreaking. With the use of e-textbooks, students can carry their textbooks right on their phone, computer, or tablet. E-textbooks are also great for the environment. They cut down on the use of paper and other materials for the books themselves. There are even more emerging technologies being researched and used in classrooms all over the world. Teachers have more ways to help engage students than ever before. I personally use e-learning every day. I use it to teach my students graphic design by incorporating YouTube videos, recording lectures, and even using websites like Schoology to pass information on to my kiddos. And for the yearbook class I teach, we use Yearbook Avenue from Jostens, social media, and photo sharing software to memorialize the school year. I'm even using e-learning to get my doctorate in e-learning. Now that you know a little bit more about emerging technologies, here's some food for thought. Hey teachers, what types of emerging technologies could you use in your classroom? What lessons could you use them for? And students, what kind of emerging technologies would you like to see in your classes? How would they help you learn better? Just think about that for a second. Write down your thoughts, or you could even comment them below. I'd love to see what other ways we can think of together to bring technology into our classrooms. With all the technologies available to us today, it may be overwhelming at times to figure out what emerging technologies are best suited for our subjects and learning styles. But the good news is we have so many options to choose from, and through trial and error, we teachers can help our students learn more from anywhere. It's up to us as educators and students to help these emerging technologies become all they can be.